What is going on with black people, but men in general? The pussification of men, where you got a gender who is never gonna know how it feels like to be you, telling you how to be you. That's just like me telling a woman, you know, how to have a period or how to have a baby. You got all these women out here telling you how to be a man, what men should do. It's a man's job. It's a man's job. Who the fuck are you to know? You don't know. You don't know what we go through as men. The discrimination. You know, they got all types of programs and shit that aid and help women. And you got these women out here who collect child support, food stamps, rent assistance, energy assistance. They collect all this shit, and then they big up themselves like it's them doing it by themselves, and they shit on any man who can't get it. They ain't got that for men. If a homeless woman and a legless homeless man was out on the street, they would give that homeless woman a room instead of a legless homeless man, for the simple fact that she's a woman and he's a man. The police in a domestic dispute, no matter how violent the woman is, if the man raises his voice, he going to jail. What kind of society do we live in where you can't even be a man? You can't even respond. If you respond like a man's supposed to do, you classified as a bitch, as a whiny person, or whatever the fuck the case may be. If you speak up, that it's a man's job to just bring home the bacon and that's it. Your kids don't even respect you, no matter what you do for them. They're gonna always acknowledge their mother. You got all these women out here who all they want is a child from a man. You got all these women out here who blame men for their own fucking discretion, for their own problems. That they go to the club and they let that club nigga raw dog, and then once they get pregnant, they say all men ain't shit. Well, why can't you keep your legs closed then? You knew why he was there. Everybody know why you was there. For attention for a nigga. That's it. You can listen to music at home. You can drink at home, but why your ass at the club? To mingle with niggas. You ain't there to mingle with bitches. All these women out here who it takes two to argue, it takes two to fight, it takes two to tangle, but once something happens, it's just one person's fault. It's one person's discretion. It's one person's, you know, just flaw. Now they trying to teach little boys how to cater, how to chase. They got all these man-hating books, all these man-hating, you know, they got a movie coming out with Kevin Hart, and it's all just like turning men into these mush puppets. Allowing women to use the power of pussy. Well, you got the power of dick, nigga. Women just as freaky as men. Don't let it fool you. But they so thirsty out here. You know? It's sad. Nobody's a man anymore. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as a man. Women have taken over. They stripped you of your warrior gene. They done put laws in the power that prevents you from being a man. Then they complain about you being a man. What do I see out here? You got these niggas live and breathe for women now. They get a fresh haircut to look good for the females. They get a nice shirt to look good for the females. They ride rims to stunt on the hoes. They buy a house for a woman. But ain't no women out here doing shit for a man. They look good for themselves or the next bitch. You spend your whole life trying to look good for a woman. Investing in a woman, chasing after women. You spend your whole life, nigga. That's not being a man. A pastor once told me that, you know, God brought Eve to Adam and not the other way around. That only boys chase. If for any chick that love that cat and mouse, that's a chick that don't know what she want. That's a chick that sit up there and call you replaceable. That act like she got a whole plethora of options. That a chick told me that she don't know who she want to choose. Well, what? Who you want to choose? Like it's just me and a group of niggas lined up outside. Like we playing Eliminate or some shit. I should be your only option. Because if you have to sit up there and like date multiple niggas and choose, I ain't the man for you. Ain't no competition. I should not have to spend money, hundreds of dollars on clothes just to look good, just to stop the next nigga from trying to holler at you. If you don't like me how I am, what's gonna happen when we get old? What's gonna happen when we get old, fat, my skin sagging, I don't look that good no more? What, you gonna leave me? Then why would I want to be with somebody like you then? Well, you can't even stick with me through tough times. You can't even stick with me when I'm at my lowest. You know, men got to start getting on point. These women out here are taking over. They playing mind games. And you know what? It's another thing that, you know, you got these females out here who believe in them old myths that women mature 4 years faster than men, that, you know, all this bullshit, when it's all about how you raised. Like I said in all my other videos, if you watched it, when we little boys, they teach us how to be destructive. They throw a football in our face. They don't give us no journals. They don't teach how to be, you know, they don't teach us how to be responsible. We don't learn that till after the girls learned it. What they give the girls? Easy bake oven. They give her a journal. They give her a diary. They tell her to look good. Keep your clothes clean. They already teaching her. They already installing this in her when she's 5. What they installing in us? We got to be some type of gladiators. We got to be macho. We got to be stupid. But look what happens at the end of your life, when you can't throw that ball no more, when you can't run no more, when you can't flex, when your muscles ain't like they are no more. All you left with is your mind. But what were you taught? You were taught that dumbass bullshit that every nigga in the world is competition, when God only made one like you. So, you know, so what does that mean? When there's only one like you, that there is no competition. Nobody's like you. Nobody's better than you. Nobody's less than you. You're in your own lane from birth. That destiny has a place set for you. That if you don't do it, then it won't be done. You know, look at the great inventors of the world. If George Washington Carver would have never invented peanut, would we be eating peanut butter? That makes you think. If Martin Luther King never happened, would we still be, you know, going through the civil rights movement? If Harriet Tubman would have never happened, how many of our ancestors made it through the Underground Railroad with Harriet Tubman? Do you know? If she never would have did that, who else in history do you know besides that one person that did what that one person did? History has a place for you. You are in your own lane. You know? All somebody can do is emulate you. But going back to the subject at hand, you know, I think men out here are getting too desperate, to the point where they would sacrifice their own morals, their own pride. That you know, they got these laws put in place where a woman could beat the shit out you, and you can't, as a man, do nothing about it. Take that ass whooping, because if you hit her back, you're a woman beater. Well, I'm sorry, call me a woman beater. A bitch put her hands on me, she get knocked out. I'm sorry. Ain't gonna be no mush, and ain't gonna be no pointing, poking, swinging on me. Nah. Because as a woman, you should never swing on a man in the first place. I don't care what he did. I had a chick at Walmart talk about how she stabbed her man in the dick. He got arrested for slapping her. Here he is with a fucking big ass hole in his dick, and all he did was slap her, and he in jail, and she at Walmart talking about. You know? Come on now. I'm watching World Star. like homeboy at McDonald's that beat the shit out them chicks. I'm sorry. I don't think he did nothing wrong. He doing his job. He fresh out of jail. He trying to get back on his feet. You know what I'm saying? He doing his job. You got them chicks jump up on the thing, spit on him, slap him, chop over the register, try to attack him. He went in the back, got something, whooped both their ass. Now he in jail. And they just got what, two tickets, 2 citations or whatever like that. Disorderly conduct. Come on now. I'm sorry. If a chick came up in my house trying to spit and swing on me, Lord forgive me. The pussification of men. Men letting this shit go. You know, where else but America? Where else but America? You don't hear about this shit going on in China. You don't hear about no woman swinging and doing no, you know, bullshit to no man in China, Saudi Arabia. They stone bitches over there. They hang you. They hang you for cheating. They kill you off the bat. You know, if a woman ain't dedicated to her man over in Saudi Arabia or China or anything like that, they get rid of you. Only in America where we allow this, you know, this pussy manipulation. Friend once told me in Job Corps, you gotta think past the pussy, man. Like Chris Rock said, you know, anytime you get, you know, you horny, your thoughts change, and you're willing to do anything for that pussy. He said, go in the bathroom and jack off. See if you feel the same way. Jack off, come out, you know, sex ain't even no longer on your mind. You done got off. Now she don't look the same to you. Message to men out there, men and women alike, stop being bitches. Women, stop thinking you can control men. Stop believing that old myth. Stop believing that shit that men are subpar to you. That men are supposed to idolize and worship you. Men, stop believing that you should be worshipped. Stop believing that, you know, stop being I can't even go to the gym and lift weights without some motherfucker. If I pick up the 25 pounds, some dude got to sit next to me and pick up 30. And he looking at me like, what the fuck? Like, damn, I'm just trying to tone up. I can't even go to the gym without motherfuckers trying to compete. Can I live? Can I live? It's a tragedy.